Hey everyone, Deadpine here. Welcome back to VaultHunters Sky Vaults. We're keeping this. I'm a one-take wonder. Welcome back to Sky Vaults, episode 33 here. Patch 9 day is here. Now it hasn't quite come out yet. We're streaming on the day. We're in the waiting room for it. But we're gonna do a few things. There's a few things I want to do prior to getting into actual patch 9. So we're gonna go do those first, show off some stuff, pause the recording, and then wait for patch 9 to come out essentially, and then we'll go just rush into a vault, because honestly I just want to get into a vault. So all that and more coming right up. Really excited. This patch has been very anticipated. There's so many cool things happening, and yeah, we'll see you in the episode. All right, here we go. One take wonders, baby. One take wonders. Okay. Chat's excited. There's a lot of buzz. It's currently being waited on to be approved. So, one thing I did want to show off real quick before we get in there: if you get these bugged out framed drawers, F3, then hit A, it reloads your chunks, and it takes care of that for you. So, just wanted to. I actually paused my game so I could show that on the recording. So, yeah. Okay, so, I deleted those chests. And then I have all of our vault gear that's going to be smelted down over here. So this is our piles to be smelted. If you missed the previous episode, this is what we're doing. We're smelting everything down. We're recycling everything and then diffusing everything. That's our soft reset strategy. Not everything, all the things in these chests. And then the big thing, and this is something I wanted to do this prior to updating to patch 9 because you get stuff back. You get your points back, and I was worried if I set myself to level 0, I'd have those points for free. So I wanted to show how, and I'll leave this in the description down below, the actual command, how to set your vault level to 0. So that's what we're going to do right now. So open to LAN, allow cheats on, start LAN world, okay? And then it's /the vault. So when you type it in here, you could just hit tab and it completes that if you didn't know. And then it's vault _ level, space, add experience, reset all, set level. We're going to set level to 0. Enter. And there it is. We're at level 0 now. I don't know what that does to this stat. Does not change this stat. So this is changing in the future patch. So you can... What have I done? What? What do you mean, suffix? This was intentional. We're soft resetting. So there's a new progression with these, and there's also a couple new game modes. I'll leave a link to the patch notes down below as well, or the loose patch notes. It's VaultHunters .gg/patch for the official votes. They'll come out during it as well. So Suffix is giving me crap. Oh, fair. I don't know. I'm very confused right now with Twitch chat, but that's okay. So you can check that out and read through the patch notes. There's so many changes, but I'm not gonna set. I'm not gonna set this to 200 like I was originally thinking about doing. We're gonna see what the progression is. But I think the 2 new game modes I'm gonna activate are hardcore when we get to the patch 9. So I'm gonna activate hardcore. I'll show you how to do that. And then I also would like to do potentially do grindy. I'm not gonna activate the grindy mode right away. It makes all your crystals 3x harder. I like that portion of Vault Hunters. I like the grind. I like the farming aspect of Vault Hunters. But I think I'm going to give myself to level 20 to see on that. Just to get a feel for the normal, and then see what it feels like afterwards. Because I want an excuse to build big farms. Or not excuse. I want a reason and a need to build big farms. So hardcore and grindy might be what I go for. And I may not do the grindy. The grindy is up in the air. But hardcore I think I'm definitely going to set when the patch is installed, which is really cool. So, yeah. Oh, man. I'm so excited. It's like all the other previous restarts. I don't know what to do first. It's like, have you said that you need to be in GM cheat mode? Yes. You don't actually need to be in cheat mode. You just need to have access. You just have cheats to allow them. Yeah. Crystals crafted can be set with the vault debug the underscore vault space debug space alter underscore level set 0 as well. So if you wanted to change that number, you can set that. So could be interesting. Actually, maybe we do that. Because I want to see the progression from level 0 anyway. Yeah, you know what? Let's actually do that. Let's actually do that. So I can just show it to you guys now. So / the vault, not tvault, the vault, debug, space, alter, what was it? Alter level, set, and then 0. And there we go. Crystals crafted to 1. Interesting, because I guess it counts when you place it in there. So I think reset all might reset your this as well, and I don't want to reset my research. So I think reset all just puts your entire thing back to 0, and I don't want to reset this. So not really something I want to experience with the soft reset. Yeah. So those are all reset for the soft reset. Let's set up this guy with some hoppers and a chest. I'm just kind of curious what scrap we get out of this. Oops. Or how much scrap we get out of this, you know. You'll see I have all vanilla tools here. All vanilla tools here. And we're going to be only using those until we get our new vault tools up and running. What I might do though, I think I might save these for decoration. No. We'll have the transmogs. We can just make these for decoration later. Yeah, I was gonna say I might save some of the tools to put up like on item frames for decoration later. We don't want to smelt the magnets though, because they get actually changed. Actually, no, we don't want to smelt these until we have patch 9. Sorry. Because the stuff it's changed, right? Yeah, so we don't want to do that until patch 9. So we're gonna wait on those. Okay, I am gonna get the soul diffuser up here though, because we're gonna be doing a lot of pauses. Jeez. Because I'm gonna need to, I wanna see what all these smelt into, but don't want to waste the recording time here because I have very limited time to play today. Unfortunately. This needs to be exported in. The simple Swords Network stuff is going to be changed, though, so... I think we're just going to do this. And we'll pull it out manually later. And, like, I'm not 100% what I want to do on that just yet, so we'll pull that stuff out manually later. So... Probably already said, but is there a reason for not doing a hard reset? Yeah, I want to keep my base. I want to keep... I want to keep this base for sure. I really like this idea of this build. I don't want to do a full restart. Even me, who loves restarting mod packs, doesn't want to, like, build all that stuff again, you know? So, and, like, we've already restarted this playthrough once, and I know that's not a good thing for YouTube. So, this is a little bit for YouTube, but mostly for me. Mostly for me, because I'm all for a restart, like a full restart. But I think this will encapsulate the restart enough, because it's going to be, we're level 0 now. It'll take us no time at all to get back to level, what were we, 38? It'll take us no time at all to get back there. So, okay, I think we're all geared up. I think we're ready to go for patch 9. So, oh yeah, there's also new reset commands. If the abilities aren't reset properly, the new commands should be able to accomplish this. Oh, nice, Joe. Oh, that's awesome. So there'll be new commands in patch 9. I was waiting for patch... I wanted to do it before updating, though, because I didn't want to get the stuff back. Like, I wasn't sure if there was, like, going to be, like, extraneous ability, like, points laying around. I didn't want to, like, be left with extra. So, all right. Well, I'm going to pause YouTube, and then we're going to wait for patch 9 to be ready to go, and then we're going to install it, and then next time we load into World, we'll be on patch 9. It's going to be a really good time. Oh, if you did open to land, make sure you save and quit because then you can't pause if you're playing single player. And then... To note, all those commands I just ran, those are for single player. You have to do that for the actual server some way else. I'm not 100% on that. I don't run servers. I don't know how to run servers. The VaultHunters Discord is very, very helpful with all questions. So, yeah, I will see you for patch 9. So freaking excited. All right. In theory, we're updated. We're ready to go. Let's see if anything breaks. Waited a week to update my server. If history prevails, there will not be a hot... Most likely P. Diddy. Yeah, that's smart for the server updates for sure. Single player stuff you can kind of get around, usually. We'll see if this crashes or not. We don't know, you know. You never know. You never know with these things. Hey, Ace Clown. Hey, Deadpine, are you excited? I'm very excited. Loading. Okay, so the reason I wanted to do that, resetting my level and stuff, and hopefully Joe Fox is still around to help us with those new commands. Yeah, this month and last month, to be honest. Yeah. If Joe Fox is around, maybe he can help us with the commands too. I want to make sure we don't have any like extra cheesed points in any way, in anything, you know. No, we didn't. Good. Because it reset everything, and we're at... I think it reset everything? Yes. And we were at level 0. It didn't actually refund us any points, and it reset all the stuff, which is perfect. It's exactly what I wanted. Nice. Look how many abilities there are. Look how many... And we can scroll now. Thank you for this. Oh, no, we can't scroll that in and out there, but that's still fine. Okay, so there's a million things to go over for the patch notes, so we can't go over everything. I would recommend reading through them, but like there's a million new abilities. I'm excited for Totem. I'm excited for Javelin. I'm excited for Dash Warp is what I'm excited for. Where is Dash? I'm excited for Dash Warp. Those are the things I'm excited for. So I did not have these in my inventory before, so I guess it did give those back still. Got it. That's a lot of opals. I think I'm going to delete those. Yeah, I'm going to delete these. I don't feel I need those. Once again, F3A should clear that up. It's weird being this slow again. Yeah, my goal was to not have those. What does Warp do? It makes you fly like an Ender Pearl. Or it flies like an Ender Pearl. So, very, very new to here. We have the quest book, which gives you food, which is actually kind of awesome. So, I'm not going to be going over this. This is really meant for... Oh, that gives you a free skill point, though. Let's go. Sky vaulting. Let's go. I'm not going to read the quests. This is for, people who know it. We are going to be completing them to get rewards, though. So, I did reset my crystal stats. I did that manually, though, Simon. So, I did do that manually. I want to see how it progresses. So cool. It's a questbook implementation validated questbook mod. Exactly, Jedi. And it's a really well done one. It's very straightforward. It's very clear what you need to do if you're familiar with the pack, and explains what you need to do if you're not familiar with the pack. So it's great. Like, I don't have to pay attention. It's very straightforward. I don't have to pay attention. I can just do the thing real quick and I'm done, right? So, yes. All right. It does give you a free skill point, which is actually kind of dope for your first one here. I don't know what the healing rate is. Heals 0.4. I don't know what that means. 0.4 per second? Yeah. Yeah, before we do a vault though, we are gonna start liquidating stuff. Oh, that's behind me. Can you move this GUI? There's a GUI behind me here. I think you can. This thing right here. Immediately heal ability. So yeah, you get to go into vaults a lot longer with that for sure. For sure. Okay. But yeah, let's start smelting stuff. Let's start smelting stuff. And just kind of see where we get to. So I'm probably gonna do some like a few jump cuts here for you, YouTube, just to speed up this process. And we're still working on getting into vaults for that. Okay. Because these can be recycled now as well, right? Sure can. And they just give you the base inscription. Love that. And I would love to do that with all those. Okay. So now we should be... Oh, these... Yeah, these are just getting soul valued. And these are getting recycled. That does that... That needs a hopper, Deadpine. That's not how that works. Classic Deadpine here. Classic Deadpine. Only me, chat. Only me. Okay, so let's see how we're doing. Let's get all these away. I am kind of curious how much soul value we're gonna get from all these. So, all right, I'm gonna get all this stuff smelted up. Again, we're gonna scrap everything, including magnets. So this is all just going into here. No remorse, just straight in. Just straight in. We have the transmogs for them. We'll be able to check them out later. All that stuff. You know, we'll be able to make our place going, right? We didn't reset on the transmogrifications. We did reset on the transmogrifications. Oh, that's a bit of a bummer. All right, well, we'll collect them all. I'm not worried about it. I'm not worried about it. It's weird that, like, you can't hold this. Yeah, not too worried about it. It's going to be fun to collect them all anyway. That is a bit of a bummer, though. But anyway, I'm going to smell all this stuff, diffuse all this stuff, and I'm excited to show off some stats in just a second. All right, chat pointed out that they only show what you put an item in because it doesn't list them all, which makes so much more sense. I'm like a dog that doesn't know what to do, and it's excited and it's doing everything. So that's my mental state right now because I'm so happy. I'll see you guys for the smelting numbers. All right, so we have everything scrapped or recycled. This, however, is gonna take a minute. This is gonna take a long minute. It hasn't even finished the vault apples yet because they go in stacks. So we set up a little double chest here just to slowly work through these. Went through and grabbed some stuff out of our main system just so we don't have anything to craft with. And then we'll see what this final number is like here. We'll have to periodically come over here and do this. I get the feeling that this might need to be... No, it's still there. Interesting. Maybe you have to buy once and then it'll reset?
Deadpine, there are two words that have opened more doors into business than any others. They are push and pull.
Okay, it is. Did they change this back to 24 hours? Maybe that's a bug. I don't know. So now you can buy everything, right? But it doesn't reset. Or maybe, I'm not sure. I haven't been watching Iskall as much, so I don't know if that's going to be a thing. All right, so those we earned. We don't have to worry about that. See, this is what I was worried about there, is that happening. But we'll put those there. That's a bug, I think. Okay, and that might just be because of when we logged in. It might reset after the fact. Bug for sure is supposed to cycle faster. Gotcha. So we're going to let this run. We're going to let this run. We're not going to... I don't want to spend my soul value just yet. Anyway, oh yeah, and I want to get all these going here. So, again, anything with soul value goes into here. But we're saving this from that. So I'm not going to worry about those. That's just all soul value for us. And then we'll put all these away. And then the cool thing is, which if you watch that one episode, everything has its spot. It's all connected. Really fantastic to see. Still not sure where I'm going to set up the diffuser. Not 100% sure where. There's a few base things I'm not sure where we're going to be at on here, you know. But I did want to do this and this. Okay, can we make an elevator right now? I think we're short steel, right? Yes. All right, so we're short steel, so we gotta run a vault. What does the chromatic pick take? Just out of curiosity. I think I do want to run a vault without it. So, chromatic iron ingot you get from the overworld. Vault bronze we'd have to get in the first vault, and then 2 driftwood. So yeah, should be able to get that. We'll get a simple one of those running first. And I'm gonna pretend like we play the netherite stuff. Oh, that enchanter! I want to see what the new enchanter has. This guy. Oh, not even that bad. Yeah, that's not even that bad. Okay. Oh, because it's the named one. I see. Okay. Look at this. So this thing is one of the updates, one of the update blocks, and we're gonna put this in the. I don't actually know where we're gonna put this. Put that there. Grab some emeralds, and I can literally put mending, looting, and unbreaking on this thing. Straight up. That's so cool. You do it, level 1 cast. Look at that. So cool. So cool. And that's for everything. What the heck is this thing called again? It's a vanilla block. Why can't I think of what this thing is called? There it is. Smithing table. Classic. Put that there. We'll just do that. Beautiful. Beautiful. Oh, I want to put it in hardcore.
So hyped for this update.
Same Biggie Talks. Thank you for the hard. Literally the first chat message in this chat from you is 100 bits. Thank you so much for that. That's what an entrance. And I'm so hyped as well. Really appreciate that. And Camp Cool, thank you for the bits. That was a good one, the push and pull. Different type of hardcore will cry. / what is it? The Vault. Difficulty? No. What was the command, chat? Do you remember off the top of your head? I think I might have to go to cheat mode again. Game rule. Oh, it's a game rule. Game rule vault loot. I might have to go into this. Might be game mode. No, game rule.
Still waiting.
Is it in the quest book? Gotcha.
Pride.
It's like everyone reading the quest book. Spoiled. Still waiting for that date. Yeah. Thank you for the 51 months. This game rule. Where did I put that quest book? Can you go back to previous quests? Aha. / game rule vault mode. Okay, / vault mode. And we're going to hardcore. So this means if we die, we don't get a ghost. That's it. That's the only difference it makes. And I think I do want to play that way. Now there's one more. There's there's normal, infinity, and grindy. We're on normal right now, and I might save and wait to play. See if I want to do grindy or not. I don't know if I want to do grindy or not. We're gonna see. We're gonna see. Quest books for amateurs. I'm a professional. Exactly. No, I've so for those who are new to this channel, and there's a lot of you on YouTube. Thanks for tuning in, YouTube. By the way, make sure you jump a sub on the channel. You know, self-advertising or whatnot. I historically in the past do not read quest books. I don't. I genuinely don't. It's bad. It's a bad habit. I just rely on the pictures. I just rely on the pictures. What could go wrong, right? What could go wrong? Shameless plug. Exactly. That's what I was looking for. Shameless plug. All right. We're going into our first vault. What are we bringing? We need carrots. I don't know if I need all of these bags. And I do want to make some diamond armor. I definitely don't need this. So let's go get our actual... Hold on. Let's go get our wardrobe real quick. And put it over here. Because this is going to be our overworld. Our overworld set. Grab both of them. We still got some stuff over here that we need to bring, you know, transfer over. We'll get that later. I just want to get into a vault right now. If all else fails, read the instructions. That's like the meme in Magic the Gathering is, did you know that reading the card explains the card? And yeah, I don't do that enough. So we're not going to theoretically need this spirit extractor because, well, we're not doing that. So this is going to be our wardrobe area. So right now I want to do overworld stuff for sure. Yep. I don't think I want to... I think I want to bring in 2 backpacks. Although I think I could pretty easily make some new bags. I do think I want to leave behind some bags here. At least one on the back there, and then I think I'm going to leave one here. Who reads magic cards? I know, right? The picture tells me what it does. Duh. So I think that's what I'm going to do. And then we'll put one on our back. Does that look different? No, looks the same. Maybe it's rendering here in here, but I don't remember it rendering in here. Anyway. All right. We went and got our diamond armor. We're going to upgrade to netherite. That is not what I meant to do. I'm a little annoyed. I gotta slow down. I gotta slow... Oh, I had netherite stuff already. Come on. I gotta slow down. That's like the cherry on top. We might need to go get some more emeralds as well. Hey, Cody here with the booster open as well. Let's go. Let's go. We'll get that in a second. All right. Definitely want to get all these going. Let's go. Let me do everything else because I can do this in the meantime of our. Oh, it holds it too. Oh, and it renders it too. Can it get any better? My goodness. What kind of magic do I play? Limited and commander. So we actually make personal content. That's why I can't play this pack all day today like I want to. I'm filming our season finale of the Prismatic Sealed League for the YouTube there. So if you're interested in Magic, check out the Prismatic Sealed League. Go watch the Commander content. It changes every week. Yeah, changes every week. I love the Sealed League. It's my favorite way to play Magic. There's a short little 2-minute video that explains what we do. So that's better than me explaining it in here. For sure. All right. We need building blocks. Definitely need building blocks. Let's keep these in here. What else am I missing, chat? What do I need? No, I completely understand the sentiment, Magnum. I just want to I want to progress the tools and the I want to progress the tools and yeah, I got some food. I want to progress the tools and the armor. That's it. That's all I want to progress. Everything else is just kind of there. So from level 0. I want to see what it feels like from level 0. But I'm usually with you, 100%. I'm usually with you. I prefer to restart a world. I'm just trying to think what else I need here. I would love to figure out how to configure this thing that's sitting behind me. So, all right, for Jade setup, for those who don't know, Jade is numpad 0 by default. You might have to go and change the key for it if you don't have a numpad. So that opens this. Jade settings. First, put it on. Second, you can make it smaller, larger with this. I'm actually going to make it a little smaller. And then ratio moves it left and right. Horizontal ratio moves left and right. Vertical ratio moves it up and down. We're going to put it about there. And then the anchors make it, does it push all the way to the right or push all the way to the left? Is how that works. Same with the vertical anchor. So you could do it this way. So you can have it completely bottom left, completely bottom right. So it doesn't really matter there. And then you have to hit done, and look at that. Boom. Good to go. What else am I forgetting? We don't really need much else. We got food. We're going to enchant this armor. We've got tools to craft our new stuff. Configure the item pickup notifier. So item pickup notifier is, because it doesn't work with the bag. So goggles. Okay. Configure. Access configs of other mods. Pickup notifier. Okay. You have to do server config. I guess you have to do server config if you're on a server and make sure your server admin does that. But client config. Behavior. This might have saved, but I don't know. Fade away, that stuff. And then display. I forget which one it's in. General, maybe? Reese, what's up?
Pog new update.
Heck yeah.
Subbing and running since I have 19 minutes to make it somewhere. That is a 30-minute drive.
Oh no, Reese. Best of luck. Drive safe. Better to get there safe than late. Or than early. So. Oh, it's server config even for single. That's what I'm missing. Sorry, you're right. It is server config even if you're in single, and it's backpack compatibility. You want that checked on. Sorry. My bad. I didn't mean to confuse everybody there. But I did want to show that off. So check that off if you're on server or single player, so that when it goes into your backpack, it still shows you notification. Yeah. So it did keep that saved from last time. I think that's it. I got rid of most of them, Delara. Most of them. Not all of them. Things that let me craft tools. And weapons. And that stuff. And then we also... the silver to craft the gems. But we're actually currently smelting everything down for a bunch of soul value. So, again, it's definitely not a true restart. I gotta delete those later. It's not a true restart. It's a soft restart. It's not even like... Maybe not even the softest of restarts. Or sorry, it's like a super soft restart, not even like a actual soft restart, but should be fun to play from the beginning. So, all right, what I'm going to do YouTube is we're going to hop over to my villagers. I'm going to barter up for some emeralds so I can get this gear enchanted, and then I will. Oh, that's on my back. That's why. Got it. And then yeah, then we're going to hop into our first vault. It's going to be a really good time. We're going to go into our first vault in patch 9 in this place right here. And it's going to be great. I'll see you there. All right, here we go. So, I did want to show off this. So, if you go options, controls, keybinds, it's inventory HUD. And you go category. This guy, inventory HUD plus. Open config is set to O by default. Just whatever it's set to there. You can move around this stuff. So, tap O, opens up this stuff. You can turn it on, turn it off, vertical mode. There's a bunch of options here, but I'm interested in moving it around. So there's this armor piece here, and I want that to go here. I really liked where Iskall had his. Even with the top of the armor there. And this is your, I don't know what this is. I'm going to put it right here, though, because that seems nice. And I think that's supposed to show your inventory on your screen, but I actually don't want that. So I'm glad it's actually hidden. So I think you can, yeah, you can just toggle it off and on. Great. I don't have a magnet. I don't have the ability to craft a magnet until we go to our first vault. So I have stuff to craft with, but I don't have, oh yeah, it's so nice with the armor. But I don't have the magnetite or... Actually, let me see how much... Do we have magnetite? No, this should be being smelted. Oh, the other one shows the magnet slot. Sorry. My bad. No, that's totally my bad, Dragon of Fate. Oh, cool. Yeah. So that'll show what your magnet is. Nice. Heck yeah. All right. So we have this. We have a backpack on our back. We have this. They are fairly upgraded. But let's go complete this crystal with our new setup here for those who missed the episode or didn't see it. We have this crystal here, so we could literally just do this. Type in stone. Do that. Bones. Emeralds, which we just traded for some. And wheat. Now, when we get further in, we'll be doing more with this. There it goes. Okay, there's our first crystal. Nice. I do want to see what the next crystal is. Not too bad. It shouldn't be that bad because it's like low level, right? So we should have that. All right. Let's just get into our verse vault. Let's just do the thing. I don't have dash yet. Let's get our first ability here, which will probably be heal. My heals for 2. Could go super risky and go dash, but I think it's just guaranteed heal here. And then I don't have enough to make an elevator. This place is built with the fact that we're going to be able to use an elevator. Can you craft a flask and go dash? What do you mean by craft a flask? Oh, like you're saying there's more quests? By the way, the quest book is available here as well. Apparently that completes it. It's just any crystal. Enter a raw vault, yeah. Because we're on the Sky Vaults version of the quest book. Yeah. Vial. Oh, it's a red mushroom. Interesting. Yeah, let's do that. So maybe I didn't need dash then. Or maybe I could have done dash then. Shoot. I didn't think about that. Do I just have that straight up? Yeah, probably. I could literally just make 2 and hold 1. Yeah, you're not forced to get heal. I'm actually gonna go dash. Oh no, but dash hurts you. A poppy gives you a vial that recharges over time instead. Oh, fascinating. Huh. Huh. That's kind of neat. Okay. Wow, that's really cool. They do stack, yeah. Only 1 will work. Interesting. Can't have 2, only 1. Oh, they take the charges out. The charges are based off of your... I see. The charges are based off of you, the player, not off of the actual individual vials. Got it. Hey, alive again. How are you? It's great to see you. Yeah. 1 per vault, no cheese. Okay. Oh, you just can't have multiple straight up. Okay. All right. That said, though, that I might keep heal. I think I might keep heal. Then. That's 6 uses every 5 minutes or so. Yeah. Well, as it can be, I'm super stoked for this update in Vault Hunters. That said, we did like a soft reset here, so like it's our base isn't quite complete yet, but all right. That looks so funny. Right, we could definitely play more aggressively here, which is cool for sure. Okay, we'll put those there for now. I'm gonna memorize that. And all right, first vault of patch 9 soft restart here with our sweet new base. Let's go. Let's go. Thanks for tuning in, everybody. And I sign shop. Cheers. Okay. Last I watched your first starting VaultHunters, I'm sure I missed a ton. Like the 116 version alive again, because that's been a while. Yeah, it's been almost a year since then. We got our own game mode added to the game. We got them to time is still running. Ah, we're in LAN. I'm so sorry. Thank you, Ivan. Ivan saved us. I'll be right back, YouTube. All right, we're back in. Loads back into the vault's perfectly fine too, which is nice. No, we were still in LAN because of doing the cheat mode stuff. So just be careful of that if you're used to pausing your game like I am. So, all right, first vault, let's go. Oh, we feel so slow. Definitely got to save up for speed. So remember, no more pitfalls in here, which feels nice. You know, this has fortune on it. I might be going like a fortune build. Where's my hits? Hello? Nice. So, soul shards. Very good. So, those had the purple particle effects, which is so sick. These are very important as well, because we get jewels from these. I don't think there's anything else in these. I don't have A miner anymore. Classic. Okay, we'll just put all that in there. Just rebuilding our bag stuff. Yeah, fortune instead of yeah, see the purple effects there? Oh, custom zombies per vault theme. So good. So freaking good. Oh my gosh, I missed this. I missed it all. Wrong one. Oh, right. We should probably do that the other way. Okay. Nice. Don't miss that one. What are we keeping in my hotbar there? I don't know yet. Yeah, powder. So yeah. What do we make? No more pitfalls? I forget. I lost my train of thought. Yeah, Berkey. This is like, yeah, think of Path of Exile and or Diablo meets Minecraft. It's so much fun. I think it's just my speed scaling messing me up. Oh, the soul shards are on the wrong side of the okay, so maybe that reconfiguration did get it saved like the server config but didn't save the other one. I don't know. We'll see. Because I need to get that going to on the other side. And just the like the gear durability and stuff. Yeah. Oh, by default. We do have Vault Compass unlocked as well. Was this a north-facing vault? I don't actually remember. I think it was. We'll be able to get back to our base anyway. Oh, bit of lag there. There's a monolith. So 4 shards there. It's pretty good. So, and everything's a sizzle spawner except for dungeons, like regardless of the level, which is pretty sweet as well. Yeah, so vault fighters are a lot slower. Oh, I wonder if the I was wondering if the axe one-shot these guys, but it doesn't look like it. Be close to enough bronze to get our first vault pick. I mean, we obviously have enough for the vault pick. I just wanted to go into a vault first. That goes there. Huh? Okay. Trying to think what we need the wood chests for in particular right now. Steel. If I'm being honest. Ooh, vault diamond, nice. But yeah, oh, and then in that, I go over it in this first episode here. Creepy smiley face. So, if you watch episode 33 when it comes out later today, you should be good to go there. Can't wait for speed 3 or 2 or 1 or whatever it is next. Gonna be so very nice. Rude. Just do that for now. Ooh, I like that little the symbol there for it. All right, there's our left monolith. I mean, we're level 0 to 10. It's like basically free monoliths, I think. Free monolith completion. Yeah, it doesn't have powdered snow, which is really nice. Okay. I mean, after this first vault, we should really focus on, like, plating, because we don't have any plating. Plating and, magnetite, right? So we can get a magnet and get vault gear going. Can't hit anything. Ah! Good, good, good. But we still want stuff from these, though. Rude. Fortunately, they're not as annoyingly fast. Not quite one-shotting them with that. That's okay. All right, put all those away. Nice, we'll drink that. There's some magnetite. Nice. It's a good find, too. All right, so we have 17 minutes here to loot. We should be hitting our bounce relatively soon because this is a small vault. This is a regular vault, though, Cyan Mystic. This is not a raw vault. Okay. Plating is exactly what we want. To be able to craft with. I don't know when carbon starts showing up in wooden chests. Feels like we haven't gotten any carbon in wooden chests. I just have to something else we need. But also any gear we get from the completion crate as well can be scrapped and kind of go from there. I love that particle effect. It's so good. Oh no, we're getting carbon. Okay, never mind. Also getting poisoned right now. What? Oh, I see. Wasn't sure what I put that on, and it was that. Got it. It was very odd. Alright. Nice. Oh, dungeon maybe? No, because dungeon doesn't have those, right? Dungeons has the pillagers. now, so you can kind of listen out for the pillagers. Killing me, Avunakat. Yeah, you hear the pillagers now? Yeah. So many soul shards. I'm excited to make a soul shard build, and in particular, not on this playthrough, but on the Magic SMP playthrough. I want to do nothing but buy stuff from everybody else. So, but we're still in the works of figuring out what we're gonna reset on that playthrough. This is what I was hearing as the skeleton that had fallen. Okay. All right, let's go on our bounce. Or our theoretical bounce. There's a huge bug right now. Do not enter a new world after using your skill points. They will translate over to the new world. Interesting. Okay. Enter a new world. Yeah, I know. That's the that's the worst reset is how feeling of how slow we are. That said, fortunately we've been doing a few Modpack 2 speed runs to kind of buy time until this patch came out. So I'm used to running this slow at the start. Just kind of funny. Excuse me. Okay. Ornates are definitely something we want. Gear. Carbon. Everything. Oh, this needs to be on 3. It's a polar bear. Okay, just focus on moving. Hopping around. Okay, good. Put away what we can. Very nice. Very nice. Okay. Currently looting my house. Thank you, thank you. Hopefully it has good stuff in it for you. Probably not. My house is notoriously bad because it's in a raw vault. And it's only wooden chests. Might want to clean up the cobwebs? Nah. Alright, I think I'm actually gonna... That POI does have a ton of living, but we don't need living right now. I see what the one chatter earlier was saying. I'm so sorry I forget their names. So if you're still watching, I do see your point now. Like, a little bit more than before. Like, having all this stuff unlocked does make certain things, like, not as needed, right? Totally fair. We're going to stick with this, but totally fair assessment. Wooden chest, no insulation. Yeah. I love the fact that the zombies all now have themes. It makes the vaults feel a lot more individual. Again, it's small touches like that I think are really cool. Owie. Okay. Oh yeah. Hoping to get to be able to break those soon. I mean, last time we did this, we completed the first vault. We leveled up, what, like twice? And this is going to be in a real vault, so we're going to get even better, like, experience. So. Do you want that? They can sometimes not spawn mobs, but usually those are fairly rare. Oh, the spawners? Yeah. That happened a lot at the start of patch 8, for sure. Okay. Yep, still going south. Nice. Pack should work. I know exclamation vault works, but I'm almost positive we put exclamation pack to that. Yeah, weird. I could have stored Carlos alias to that. Guess not. Okay. Nice. How are we doing on loot-wise here? So I don't have a good way of, like, displaying loot that we get after vaults. So we might just go to, like, looking at backpacks and then just pulling out the gear and rolling the gear. We might be doing away with the... classic Deadpine system, which I like, but also is, like, I don't necessarily think is super necessary. Okay. Yes, carbon, please. Don't need any of that. Ooh, nice. Yeah, carved POI, but with ornates. Excellent. Actually, I kind of want a spot for that in this bag for when we mine. Who did that? Parabellum Badger. Thank you so much for sharing your Prime for 2 months. That is a huge way to support all the content, both here and on YouTube. Really appreciate that. Let's get some love and hype in the chat, please. For that support. That's really epic. Really genuine epic. Cheers. For now, QBDoo, just because the exports and the imports are disabled, not the ones I've crafted probably still work, but because they're being disabled in the vault, or you know, by default now, I don't want to use them. You know, I might keep the crafting terminal, but I might not. I might not. So we just need to keep turning left here whenever we can, and we'll be good. Keep turning left whenever we can. And also grab some loot, because we still have 9 minutes here. That actually hurt quite a lot. That hurt quite a bit. Nice. A lot of magnetite. Would love to get a magnet going early. I mean, it's not as relevant until you're breaking chests, I guess, but... No idea what that means. Ordek. I'm sorry. Yeah, just for the soul shards. So you have to like go out of your way to get them, because I do want soul shards. Oh, it's from Zoolander. I see. It's been a minute since I've seen that movie. Okay. Oh, you know, now that we're playing hardcore mode, I might delete all the gold that we have. I think I'm going to delete all the gold we have at base, because it doesn't do anything except for craft. Yeah. Yeah. Sorry, that thought just occurred to me as well. Because I'm not going to, like, originally I was saving that because I hate the dying in the spirit and the buying back and all that kind of stuff. And I was just like, have a little buffer here. That's fine to get my bags back, but... Oh, yeah, I guess I should have picked up that gold, huh? That was the whole... That's what made me think of it, and then I didn't actually pick up the gold. I'm actually going to go back for it, and then we're just going to leave, I think. I am not a very greedy person when it comes to vaults. Is that in this room or the room after? I think it might have been the room after. Yeah, I think it was this room. Yeah, that was the whole purpose of that train of thought. I'm so slow. Yeah. So far, so good. This is our first vault. Ben Solist. Yeah, no, I'm excited just for the progression. I genuinely don't know what we're going to unlock next. Probably Dash Warp. Probably Dash Warp. Yeah. Okay. 5 minutes here, so we just go that way, and then... So we go west, and then south, and we're back. So maybe we'll loot a little bit here. Fine, we'll greed a little bit. Detector Mankey. Cheers. Thanks for being here. Okay. That might be a dungeon? No, it's the hers. So, no, not a dungeon. Must be down here somewhere then. Yeah. A lot of bad guys. A lot of fast bad guys, my goodness. A little bit of lag there. Alright, nice. Nice chunk of soul shards, I'll take that. And then we'll go loot those few chests over there. And then we'll head west and get out of here. This horde was, yeah, I was gonna say, this horde was definitely more than one group. Or one POI worth. So definitely grab this stuff as well. Little door there. Well, what are those mobs? So every vault theme now has a custom like zombie for it. It's so sick. Agreed, Middle Cloud. Yeah, no, I know. There is some amount of loss with just soft resetting versus a full restart. I just really didn't want to do that for the content, you know, the world here. Like, we'll catch up a lot faster this way. So, I'm excited for you, though. That sounds a lot of fun. Yeah, that is really cool. It's a small thing and something that's, like, seemingly not necessary, but really cool. So... Nearly 8,000 experience. Nearly 8,000 experience. We actually got a nice chunk of chests for... Holy smokes. That's what? 95? No, 94? Nearly 100 chests with like that little bit of speed. Straight up hit level 3 as well. Classic. Love to see it. One fell swoop there. All right, so those are going there. This is getting saved. That's the gold that we got so far. And what I want to do here, real quick, is delete this. I know it's a little painful to watch, but we're playing hardcore, so we don't need it to buy back our stuff. So goodbye. It was very nice not having powdered snow. It made the vault feel a lot better, for sure. Okay, good. 54,000 there, nice. Not even done with the first one yet. That's gonna be a little wild as well. 190. We got 197. We got 197 soul shards with no modifiers whatsoever. It's really good. It's really good. So like a couple vaults and you could do that. I don't disagree. I just wanted to share. I don't think it said. Yeah. I got you. Yeah. No, totally fair. Sorry. Yeah. I'm just excited for everything all around Middle Cloud. But yeah, that's awesome. I'm really happy you're enjoying it. Yeah, the restart and the just running through. I'm excited to do that for... we're going to be doing that when... we're going to be doing that when I have... where's that going to be? We're not going to be doing a YouTube series for it, but I think I might do like a flat world restart where my pack's fully completely out and we do something like that, you know? Make a custom flat world type of thing. I think it'd be dope. I tried to combine dope and sick, and it wasn't going to sound nice when I said it out loud. All right, how we do here? Carbon, like 33 carbon's good. A couple wild focuses. Yeah. Can we still make the deposit upgrade? Cost an echo. It requires belts. It's quite expensive, but this could be worth just to put stuff away. No. Replace the S on sick. Not that that's a terrible thing to say. Just it's funny. All right, because I think that'd be kind of fun to put those away that way, you know. But as it stands, all of this stuff has a drawer, so we just do this. And that would, you know, pull it all out there. So we're up to 1 gold. Nice. Which crafts 1 piece of armor if we have enough plating. So we'll see what we get from this to see what we need to craft. Yeah. For YouTube purposes, I totally meant soap. Yep. Very true. So these are waiting on compacting drawers, as we know. Those are going to have to wait a little bit till we get our first bit of gear crafted. All right, here we go. Let's do these first. Those all have use now, so I'm fairly happy with that. Nice. Put those away. All right, our first crate of the soft restart. Boom. I see a shield. I see a helmet. I see a chest plate. I see a helmet. Okay. Deal. I see jewels. Jewels are very good. Just got a smelting. That's actually pretty good. And these are all kind of meh. Bitter lemons, sweet though. Actually, Deadpine, bitter lemons are bitter. Shut up, chat. Oh, is that the one we need? Hold on. Are we about to get another 30 seconds of vaults? This is the one thing I haven't moved over yet. Sorry. Oh, it so totally is. Look at that. Boom. Let's go. Let's go. Okay. Yes. Just gonna put this over here for now. And then it's Richity? Richity. What's the Richity set look like? There we go. Big pogs. Let's go. Sorry, pags. I think I'm going to keep that. And I'm just going to use a generic chest for now. I want to get these going with like the chest scrolls later. But for now, we're just going to use generic chests. And this is... So that's one we're going to keep. The rest of these are going to get smelted, though. But this time, we're keeping the silver scrap in here. So this time, I want to make sure we keep all this stuff here. Good. So we've got... I feel like I looted some silver scrap in our bags. Maybe I didn't pull it out yet. No, we just didn't loot any. Got it. Okay. That's fine. All right, let's roll our gear. The sound is so much better for these. And there is a block that auto rolls gear, but for now we're going to keep doing manual. Okay. The GOAT chestplate. Greatest of all time. Bard helmet. Greatest transmog of all time. And then we've got, I mean, this is just an upgrade, right? 8% block chance, 6 thorns damage, low roll on that. High roll on the chance, though. And then more soul shards. The heck, man. Okay. And then, yeah, I don't have any focuses to put an extra focus on there. So there you go. So rarity versus 5% quantity. I think we'll just wear that. That actually looks stoked together. Look at that. It's actually sick. So if we can craft, which I don't know if we can. Again, I kept all the vanilla stuff. We got 40 plating that vault. That's pretty cool. I don't think we're going to have enough alloy. Yeah, we're not going to have enough alloy. So we can't craft. Still can't craft. But, I mean, you know. We got some good stuff here. Man, I really need to get these chests going as well. Okay. Let's just do this. Not sure how those are going to get used just yet. And I don't know the exact positioning of these, but we're going to keep that there as a backup. Because we do need backups now. Now that we have the potential to die and lose our stuff, we need backups. So that'll be like helmet, chest plate, leggings, boots, weapons, shields, and offhand. Like offhand. That could work pretty well. And I might alternate the chest there for those on top of that. But then we can definitely craft one of these. Like, we got 8 vault bronze. We got 2 driftwood out of that vault. I mean, not that we need the driftwood, but it's the bronze that we needed. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. We didn't get any jewels for this, but that's okay. And then just a bunch of you. So then we can start working with this. I don't have any of the other stuff to make those relevant. Like, I don't have the jewels to make those relevant, but we're gonna swap these out basically. Is how we're gonna do that. And I think we're gonna buy this sword and roll it. So I'm not looking for the hard start here, you know. That's gonna take a second to do. Okay, and then we completely bought that out, which is nice. So let's roll this sword. I mean, it's gonna be an upgrade to the netherite sword, basically, always. Not even by that much. A little bit of extra attack speed, and then illager damage, which is good for dungeons. You know, good for dungeons. And then the slowness cloud proc as well. But yeah, really, really solid first vault. That's gonna do it for our time, though. YouTube, that's a really fun. I'm so stoked for patch 9. I'm gonna make this episode release later in the day, and then I'm gonna skip Monday, I think, for release, and then Tuesday through for the foreseeable future, we're gonna go back to our normal video releasing. Hopefully, I can get enough stuff done before I go to MagicCon Minneapolis. I'm going to be streaming this all day Monday, and hopefully I can squeeze in another one today. But, yeah, you're all amazing. Thank you for tuning in, watching these all the way through. Hope you're as excited for Patch 9 as I am. We're going to start the next episode. We're going to go over what we're going to get here. We're going to enchant our gear up a little bit, and then just build a crystal, hop back in. Keep looking for stuff. I really want to start grinding towards speed 2 because I can't stand... Yeah, I might actually even just save up for speed 2 because I can't stand being this slow. It's so wildly annoying. Yeah, thanks so much for tuning in. Watch these all the way through. Like I said, really appreciate those who do. Big shout out to all those sharing their primes over in the Twitch chat, joining the Patreon, supporting that way. That's a really big bonus, big extra way to support. But seriously, thanks for watching, and I'll catch you guys next one. Bye-bye.